Hey everyone, and welcome back! Today we're gonna talk about something very exciting, the Snyder's Cut. With Zack Snyder's infamous cut of the Justice League movie finally set to see the light of the day next year on HBO Max, it raises a lot of questions about how it will impact the state of the DC Extended Universe. Many people think the Snyder Cut will simply serve a what-if purpose, rather than being a film that is actually able to resurrect dead storylines for use in the DCEU. Some hope it will start a new path for DC movies, namely the HBO Max DC Universe. So we've compiled a list of 7 ways that the Snyder Cut could effectively start a new DCEU. Let's do this! Number 1. Green Lantern. Ever since Ryan Reynolds' attempt at a Green Lantern movie, a DCEU revamp has kinda been stuck in development. The Joss Whedon version of Justice League did actually feature an appearance by a Green Lantern, but Snyder has confirmed that his cut would have had them play a much bigger role. The Snyder Cut is rumored to end with a Green Lantern arriving on Earth with a warning. So, if this were to be the case, maybe HBO Max could become the perfect home for the Green Lanterns, maybe even a Green Lantern cult series. Number 2. A Cyborg movie. Similarly, Ray Fisher's Cyborg was set to play a much more integral role in a Justice League film. Fisher has himself mentioned several times that most of Cyborg's storylines were cut to keep the strict 2-hour runtime mandated by Warner Bros. If the Snyder Cut gives Cyborg his due, perhaps there will be renewed interest in the character. A solo movie for Cyborg was on the cards originally, but that might come back to the forefront if the Snyder Cut is successful, and it's pretty hard to imagine Fisher wouldn't want a starring role in a movie. Number 3. Batman vs. Deathstroke. Even if we don't really know if Ben Affleck will ever return as Batman, Justice League left us with a huge setup. The post-credits tease saw Deathstroke and Lex Luthor looking to form the Legion of Doom. Snyder's version saw Luthor hiring Deathstroke to assassinate Batman. This will undoubtedly be the scene we get at the end of the Snyder Cut. Perhaps Affleck can be lured back for a one-off to stop this scene going to waste. But it could also be resolved without the use of Ben Affleck if Joe Manganiello was keen to return in a scene explaining a resolution to the setup. Number 4. Man of Steel 2. Henry Cavill is not done playing Superman, and he still has yet to earn a sequel to Man of Steel. Similar to Cyborg, perhaps renewed interest in the Snyder Cut will convince Warner Bros. To fast-track this long-awaited sequel and give Cavill a Superman story that he truly deserves. Even if this Man of Steel sequel doesn't have a huge links to the Snyder Cut itself, it could still result in getting the in-demand film finally into production. Number 5. Justice League 2. Now, I don't mean a big screen offering, but it's not impossible. And perhaps HBO Max's biggest gain is the fact they can continue working with Zack Snyder to produce DC content. The Snyder Cut is supposed to be split up into a potentially 4-hour-long miniseries, and if that's the case, a sequel miniseries completing his storyline will be worth the wait. And the budget. And beyond this, Snyder could craft his own DC universe, telling stories in big 4 to 6 episode chunks. HBO Max are in desperate need of original content, and it certainly seems Snyder is far from done telling a story. Number 6. Flash. People have their fingers crossed for the upcoming Flash movie starring Ezra Miller. If done right, it could cancel out a lot of DC's problems and effectively give it a fresh start. As well as bringing in Michael Keaton's Batman, The Flash is set to open up the DC's multiverse. Presumably, this will be done by his traveling back in time. Interestingly, Snyder has said The Flash uses this exact time travel ability in the Snyder Cut in order to help win the team's final battle. A nice little tease that will certainly add to the Flash movie. Number 7. Darkseid. Darkseid was one of the biggest casualties of Whedon's version of Justice League. Instead of Darkseid's Lieutenant, Steppenwolf became the main villain. Snyder clearly isn't done here, with the first teaser of the Snyder Cut directly referencing Darkseid's appearance. Justice League was originally going to be 2 movies, and it seems highly unlikely Darkseid was going to be done with our heroes at the end of them. Hopefully, this is the first of many appearances. It's certainly exciting to imagine HBO Max making the most of Zack Snyder's and at least picking up some of his projects. It seems unlikely that the DCEU will make some of the films we want, but to be able to tell stories in longer episodic series is certainly a promising idea. Let us know what other projects you would like to see come from the Snyder Cut. That's it for today. Please like and share our video, and don't forget to check our page at Phantom Warrior 2 if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye!